Today we are going to see the lesson Big Data, Big Insight. Here in this lesson we are going to see what is big data and what are its uses. First of all, what is data? Data here means information about something that is stored in your device. For example, in your mobile, you have contact name, numbers, videos, PDF files. That is data in your mobile. In the same way, when we get information on internet about any field, for example, healthcare, traveling, etc., in detail, it is known as big data because it gives you deep knowledge, or that is deep insight about that particular field. Now let's start with the lesson. What is big data? There is a revolution in the lifestyle of people which has been affected by big data. Now here we come to know the lifestyle of the people has greatly changed because of this big data. Our food habits, our healthcare, our traveling, our scientific pursuits, you name it, and everything has changed 360-degree. Means now we don't only eat traditional food, we know how to prepare different types of food, or where we can get different types of food items, or we are now, because of the smartwatches available or many apps related to health available on Google or Facebook, and also because of YouTube, and also because of that we come to know how to take care of our health. And suppose we want to go to any particular place and we don't know the route, we don't know about the climatic condition of that place, or you can say what are the sites available where we can go and visit them. So on the net we can get all this information. So the lifestyle of the people has completely changed. On just tips of a finger we get all those information. The massive data available with us can really work wonders, means that can be really helpful to us. Friends, do you know what happens when we like a post on Facebook or share a post on WhatsApp, visit any website, make online purchases, or watch videos? Yes, whatever activity we do online is recorded, monitored, and analyzed. Now here we come to know that whatever we are doing, if we are sharing any post on Facebook, or if we are sharing any post on WhatsApp, or any other we are doing any online purchases, or we are watching any videos, everything, every movement on this net is being recorded, and it is monitored, and it is analyzed. So a huge amount of data is collected, and as now all around the world everyone is using this WhatsApp, Facebook, different apps, you can say YouTube and all. So all this data is huge in number, huge in amount, and it gets collected. Let me give you an idea of how huge data might be. Now how huge this data is? It can be petabytes or exabytes. Now petabytes here means units of information equal to 1000 million, and exabytes here means units of information equal to 1 quintillion. Consisting of billions and trillions of records of million people from all different sources. For example, web, sales, customer, contact center, social media, mobile data, and so on. From all these sources, all the information is being collected. The data available to industries and companies is enormously increasing in volume, variation, velocity, veracity, and value. Now who is making use of this data? So all this data is used by respective industry. You can say fashion industry, you can say gadget industry, automobile industry, or you can say film industry. All they are using this type of data. Means whatever information we want, we try to search it on Google, or we try to find it out from different apps and all. So all this data is collected, and the respective industry, they come to know what the customers or what the people wanted, and accordingly they make or accordingly they provide those things to us. So because of that, what happened there, here we come to know that data which is available to all these industries and companies is increasing in volume. It is becoming greater day by day. More information is being stored. It is in variation, mean different types. Velocity means with great speed it is increasing, and veracity means what, with the authenticity of it. And value. Such a big data is easy to obtain but so massive that it challenges the current computing technology. Means the data is so much that now it is challenging the computer technology also. Hence, the big data analytic is used now to give insight that were previously incomprehensible. Means first which was impossible, we were not able to monitor. The data was so much that we were not able to monitor it, analyze it. Now but because of big data analytics it is possible. Big data analytics is a complex process of large and varied data sets or big data to uncover information such as hidden patterns, unknown correlation, market trends and customer preferences. Means whatever, what people, customers want it, what is the fashion going on in the market, what is the demand of the customer, and suppose what they like, with one thing which they like to, which other thing would they like to prefer to buy. So all this data is being analyzed because of big data analytics. With a such huge data available with the industry, they can have innumerable advantages. Now if such data is being so minutely analyzed, so minutely monitor, all the conversation, everything is so minutely observed here, monitored, so it is very helpful for the industries. It becomes very helpful for the industries. Hence all the industries are trying to reap the maximum benefit from it. Many industries have advanced by miles from their competitors. It's not the amount of data that is important, but what the organization do with the data is what matter. Now because of this data, many industries are prospering. It is becoming very helpful for them to know what is the demand of the customer. Now for example, I'll tell you, now according to the fashion, they try to find out which type of clothes women like to wear. Now according to the fashion, if they like long kurtis and plazo and all, so they know once women buy long kurti and plazo, they would like to buy matching sets on that, or matching purse on that, or matching sandal for it. So what will they do? They will try to bring all those things at one place, in one showroom or in one mall, so that what happen, people come to know that all those things are available at one place only. So what women will do, instead of going here and there, running here and there, they will go to that particular place and buy all those things. And that particular one company, if they are providing all those things at one place, women will go more in number there and buy those products, and what will happen, the company will prosper. And it is only because, or with the help of big data, those companies come to know. So it is up to the organization how they make use of this big data. Now we'll see uses of big data. Location tracking. Big data has been useful in identifying and tracking the exact location of a place. Your GPS and Google Maps make use of big data. With geographic positioning and radio frequency identification sensors, we get the real-time data about the traffic, congestion on particular route, information if the route is closed or if it is a one-way route, understanding accident-prone areas. Now, first use of it is location tracking. It is only with the help of big data that the GPS and Google Map are able to provide us to identify or track a particular location of the place. Now, with the help of this big data, we come to know at which time there is traffic in which particular area, where there is congestion on particular route, if the route is closed or if it is a one-way route. It is only because of this big data we come to know all this information. We also come to know that whether this route is you can say safe for us to travel, or whether it is an accident prone area. You can plan your route according to the travel time and transportation of goods. If you have ordered something online, you can track the location of your goods in transit, and you can also track the condition of good. Means because of all this information provided by big data, it becomes easy for you and safe for you to travel. And other thing is that if you have ordered something online, so you can track the location from where that thing is being brought to you, and you can also track the condition of the good so that it is not mishandled. This has immensely helped the logistic company to reduce risk in transport. It is mainly helpful for the transport companies who transport the goods, improve speed and reliability in delivery. The second is understanding the weather patterns. There are weather sensors and satellites set up all around the globe. Huge amount of data is continuously being received from them. Now, with the help of the sensors or satellites which are around the globe, we come to know the weather condition, and that weather condition or that information is provided to us later on. They help us to understand the weather and help in weather forecasting. Weather patterns give us warnings of impending, means what is going to happen, what is about to happen, like natural calamities like flood, earthquake, tsunamis. Now, because of these sensors, we come to know if the flood is going to take place or earthquake is going to take place, any natural calamity which is going to take place. With the help of this big data, we come to know. Necessary preparation to combat them, means to overcome them, can be made well in advance with the help because the information is provided to us earlier. We can study global warming, predict availability of natural resources like water. We can also study global warming. We can also come to know about the natural resources, how much it is. Means now we all know the natural resources are getting depleted day by day. So we come to know, we can study it, and we come to know how to make proper use of it and how much it is available to us now. Healthcare industry. Today we see people have become health conscious. Now people have become very health conscious. They take care of their health a lot. The smart watches, other wearable health apps in our phone keep on collecting data. We can say that they are our own mini biomedical research devices. Means suppose if we are if we want information about something, or if we want to know how to overcome that particular illness at home only, so what we do, it we search it on Google about that particular illness and all. So what happened, that message is also that message gets stored in the big data, and accordingly information is provided to us. They detect our health rate, monitor the patient's sleep pattern, keep a record of his exercise, the distant walk, etc. Now with the help of different apps, what happened, they detect the heart rate, they monitor patient's sleep pattern, they keep a record if how much miles you have walked, how much you have exercised today. All this is being recorded, and later on what happened, the thing which is recorded is analyzed, and they also give you, the apps also give you a feedback. The analysis of this data collected can give new insight and provide a personalized individual feedback to each and every person. Nowadays we have gadgets to monitor blood sugar, blood pressure, etc. at home. 24 hours monitoring can be provided to patients in hospitals too. Because of this big data, what happened, we can monitor the patients for 24 hours. With the help of big data, the doctors can now have better diagnosis of any ailment. Means they can come to know, information about any ailment in detail. Now they can search on Google, or they can contact the well-known doctor from other countries and all. They can take suggestion from there, or on the Google also lot of information is available for the doctors that can be very helpful for them. The effect of any drug, what is effect of any drug, that also they come to know with the help of this big data. Unnecessary guesswork can be significantly reduced. First what used to happen, doctor used to tell her, we'll try it, you take this medicine, we'll see whether it works or no. But now it is not like that. They get all the information, so they give you proper prescription. Past records of the patient can be maintained and better analysis of health can be obtained. Now because of this big data, they can maintain the past record. What was your health condition earlier? Now what is? So they come to know whether it is improving or no. Big data helps in monitoring the outbreaks of epidemics and diseases. Just when you post your message, I am down with flu on WhatsApp or Facebook, it will be monitored and the areas affected by flu can be easily located and necessary precautions can be taken. Now here the one example is given. Now if you just post your message on WhatsApp that I am down with flu, the big data, it analyzes, it tries to find out in which area people are you can say passing on the same message or posting the same message that they are down with flu. So they come to know that in which area people are suffering with flu, and accordingly what happened, the message is forwarded to pharmaceutical companies, and according these pharmaceutical companies, what they do, they promote their medicine and all on the, you can say, Google or Facebook. They promote the medicine and accordingly people make use of it. Pharmaceutical companies would pay a huge amount to receive health data of people to promote research in particular area. With the help of data gathered, individuals are often given suggestion and solution for the problems they are encountering. And this pharmaceutical companies, what they do, they promote their medicine, they give suggestion, they give you solution. And with the what happen when they search for it on Google or Facebook and all, what happen, when they come to know all this thing, they try to make use of those particular medicines only. Now for example, now that coronavirus is going on, so what happened now, if you see on Facebook or on Google, you find out many suggestion related to that, how to overcome it or how to take precaution from it, what are the symptoms of coronavirus, all are being shown on Google or Facebook. So that they come to know what is going on around, or what is the main requirement of the customer, and accordingly those information or those particular things are being promoted to you. Banking, finance and trading. With the big data analytics, the investment patterns of people can be studied. Means because of this big data, we come to know in which field people like to invest more. New insights have enabled the banks and finance company to come with suitable plans. Now once they come to know the mindset or the liking of the people, or in which field or what where they like to invest, so what happened, this finance company or banks, accordingly they make their plans and they promote those plans to the customers. Big data has enabled smooth functioning of these agencies and institutions, and it helps them to function smoothly. Banking and finance sector is using big data to predict and prevent cyber crimes, card fraud detection, archival of audit trails, and etc. It not only help us to know about the investments thing, but it also help us to know or help us to prevent the cyber crimes which are going on, or card fraud detection going on. By analyzing the past data of their customers and the data on previous brute force attacks, banks can predict future attempts. Now brute force attack here means a cyber attack that relies on guessing all possible combination of a targeted password until the right one is found. Means because of this big data analytics, they come to know whether the right person is using that the password or no, or whether the thing is been hacked, or whether a fraud is been done. All this bank they come to know prior only when this thing is going on, and because of that what happened, they just stop the transaction. Big data not only helps in predicting cyber crimes, but it also helps in handling issues related to missed transaction and failure in net banking. Means sometimes what happen when we are doing online transaction or net banking, what if we make a mistake, so what happen, there is failure in transaction, that can also be corrected with the help of this big data. It can even predict possible spikes on servers so that banks can manage transaction accordingly. Means they come to know, they tell you whether servers is down and whether it is safe for you to do the online transaction now or not. The Security Exchange Commission is using big data to monitor financial markets for possible illegal trades and suspicious activities. Now, big data is mainly helpful for this, the Security Exchange Commission, because this Security Exchange Commission, because of big data, they are able to monitor the financial market, whether the illegal trade is going on or any other suspicious thing is going on in transport section. The SEC is using network analytics and natural language processor to identify possible frauds in the financial market. They use the natural language processor to identify whether the right person is doing the transaction or no. High frequency trading is an area where big data finds a lot of use today. Here the big data algorithms are used to make trading decision. Means they come to know all around the world what a particular commodity is there. So for what rate it is being sold or what is the fashion trend going on, they come to know with the help of big data, and accordingly they decide the you can say amount of that particular product. Today, the majority of equity trading now takes place via data algorithms that increasingly take into account signals from social media networks and news websites to make buy and sell decision in split seconds. Means in within few seconds, because of this, with the help of this big data, you can take decision and you can buy and sell the things. Sports. When watching a cricket match, we are shown so many permutations and combination of statistical analysis. Means while watching a match, we come to know about earlier matches, how the team, any particular team has performed in their earlier matches, or what is the growth rate of the particular team, or now how they are performing. All is being shown through us on graph. Through graph they show us. A gigantic data has been created over a period of time from the recording of matches, training sessions and workout. And from where they get all those information, it is because the data, means the recordings of all those matches, the training sessions of the players, how they work out, everything is been recorded, and the data is saved and later on it is shown to you. The data enables a sports person to study his performance as well as of the other players worldwide. It is not only the audience come to know about the performance of the particular team, but the player also individually he can analyze his performance, whether this performance is improving or not. It has tremendously helped in improving individual as well as team performance. The sensors embedded in the sports equipment help us to understand our game from close quarters. The sensor help us to understand the field condition, the weather, individual performance, etc. Video analytics help us to see each and every performance minutely. Now, as the sensors are embedded, are put into the sports equipment, we easily come to know that whether the player is out while playing, whether he is bowled out or not. Easily they do a replay of that particular action as it is being stored. They show us later and we come to know properly whether the player is out or not. Because of this sensor, we understand the field condition also. What is the condition, whether it is good for bowling, whether it is good for batting. We also come to know the weather. We also come to know whether the weather is good, should we start the play, or if now it will rain after some time, so we should not start the game. Everything we come to know because of this data. Individual performance of the player can also be known. Video analytics help us to see each and every performance minutely of all the players. Next is advertising. Advertisers are one of the biggest players in big data. Be it Facebook, Google, Twitter, or any other online giant, all keep a track of the user behavior and transaction. These internet giants provide a great deal of data about people to the advertisers so that they can run the targeted campaigns. Now what happened, this Facebook, Google or Twitter, they save all the data when we are using this Google, Facebook, what we are searching for, what information we want from them, and later on what happened, they just pass those to the advertising companies that this is the demand by the customer, people want these things, and accordingly what happened, those things are advertised to those particular people. Now for example, if you want to buy a mobile and if you are searching for a good mobile, you search the information on Google, and what will happen later on, when you see your mobile, you will find on Google or on Facebook lot of information related to those related to mobile will be seen. So they record it, as your search is being recorded, accordingly they provide you the service. Take Facebook for example. Here you can target people based on buying intent, website visits, interest, job roles, demographics and whatnot. Means whatever you are searching for, all that is being recorded, and accordingly those things are being shown, that can be seen on your Facebook. All this data is collected by Facebook algorithms using big data analysis technique. The same goes for Google. When you target people based on clicks, you will get different result. When you create a campaign for leads, then you will get different result. All this is made possible because using big data. Means how you are using it, what you are looking for, accordingly you get the big feedback from the big data. Seventh is entertainment and media. In the field of entertainment and media, big data focuses on targeting people with the right content at the right time. Based on your past views and your behavior online, you will be shown different recommendation. Now children, for example, if you like to see Doraemon on YouTube, so later on you will see lot of recommendation or lot of videos related to Doraemon can be seen on YouTube for you. So they make a record, and with the help of this big data, as it has been recorded that you are searching for that particular videos, to same according to your likes, those things are being shown to you. This technique is popularly used by Netflix and YouTube to increase engagement and drive more revenues. Means, so now if whatever we are looking for, those things are being shown to us, so people will definitely like to use those particular apps only. So to drive the attention, to attract the attention of the people and to make more money out of it, Netflix and YouTube mainly do that thing. Now even television broadcasters are looking to segment their viewers database and show different advertisement and shows accordingly. This will allow better revenue from ads and will provide more engaging user experience. Now not only this YouTube and Netflix, other television broadcasters are also making use of this thing so that they attract the viewers, and accordingly the advertisements are shown and people go and buy those things from the market or buy it online. Next, education industry. Big data has inundated the education industry. It has transformed it in leaps and bounds. Means it has completely changed the education industry. Now we have information about the student, their study patterns, and we can now prepare customized and dynamic learning program according to the needs of an individual student. Now suppose a student is appearing for board exam, and he is looking out or he is searching for the videos related to his syllabus. So they will provide with the help of this big data, they will provide you the videos related to your syllabus. They will also provide you how to make the timetable for your studies. They can also provide you videos where the practice papers for practice will be given to you. So all those things, if you just ask for one information, with that one information related to all those thing can also be is also provided to you. So for example, now if the child, if a student is appearing for UPSC exam, so they will provide you the videos related to the syllabus. The mock test will be available on that particular site. Videos of mock test can be there, or you can say after the UPSC exam what they are supposed to do. All this information is being provided to the student. Every student's comprehension level is different. The course material can now be designed catering to different requirement of student. According to the comprehension level, means according to the understanding of the student, the course material can be designed now with the help of this big data. Big data makes it convenient to understand their choices, their difficulties, information regarding various courses and their specialties. Means with the help of big data, now when the child is searching for any particular information on Google or Facebook, now what happened, they come to know what are the choices of the particular student, where they are finding difficulty, what they want to, why they want to know that particular thing more, or what information in which field they are interested. So with they will try to upload the videos of that particular field only for them, which can be helpful for them. We also have an access to the results, means we also come to know what is the result of it. From the results we can gauge the progress of the student, we can measure the progress of the student and understand his strengths and weaknesses. This will also help in guiding the student regarding the best career for him based on his mental makeup abilities. Means that will help a student to that can help guide the student to opt for the best career. An in-depth study of all this would definitely give new insight into the education industry and help in improving the operational effectiveness and working of educational institute. Now earlier the students, they used to know only few career options like being a doctor, engineer, teacher, like that. But now on Google, if you go and search, you will find out there are so many career options available. They tell you how you can opt for the courses for that particular career, or where you, in which colleges you can get admission, and later on how you can get job, where you can get job easily. So all this information is available to the student, so it becomes easy, or you can say it becomes easy and helpful for the student to go and try for new field. This would in general enhance progress of all students. Big data has provided solution to one of the biggest pitfalls in the education industry, that is one size fits all. Means earlier it was what, that everyone, all the student had only one option, means after the 10th or 12th standard they can become only a teacher, doctor or engineer. But now according to the mindset, or according to the mental ability of the student, they can opt for the career, because now many career options are available. We get lot of information about that on internet. We have innumerable uses of big data. It is helpful in scientific researches, understanding geographical phenomena, helping in smooth working of the government machinery, etc. It is the genie in our hands. Now we have seen lot of uses of this big data and how it is helpful for us. So here you can say it is like a genie in our hand. It lies in our hands to make the optimum use of it. It means you should make more use of it for the benefit of mankind. I hope you have understood the lesson. Thank you.